Hello everybody, welcome back to the craft room. What I come on today is to do this lovely vase. I'm sorry I didn't get on to do it yesterday, only I went fishing with Martin. So I'm sorry for that. So what you'll need is, for your box, actual box, you will need a piece of sturdy card and measures 7 3/4 by 11, and then you want 4 pieces. I'm filming. You want 4 pieces then that are measure 2.5 inches by 8, and I'm using this beautiful paper. It's double-sided. It's beautiful paper that I had off Diane. Dabbling with crafts. If you go over, check her channel. I had this beautiful pad off it. It's stunning, absolutely stunning, and it's all shimmery and I love it. So I'm using that. So you need it 2.5 by the 8, and I'm going to use this paper. It'll match in with the blue. So you need 4 pieces of that. And then you need a base, which I've done a piece of chipboard that measures 3 by 3, and I've covered it in the same paper, and I just covered it for saving time, and that's 3 by 3. And I will start putting the measurements in the description box in centimeters for some people that don't use the inches. And if I remember, I keeps forgetting to do it. I am sorry. I was asked to do that, but I keeps forgetting. So first off, on your 11-inch side, you want to score it at 2.5 all the way down, then 5 all the way down, 7.5, and a 10 all the way. And that's all you're scoring on that. Turn it to 1 turn, and you're going to score at 2.5. Okay, that's all you're scoring on there. Okay, and as I said, that's all you're scoring you're going to do. And then you got your 4 bits. Don't score on them. All your scoring's done on your card piece. So I'm going to put that away, like so. And then we're going to fold and burnish all these score lines, and you want them nice and crisp. Okay. Can you see the score line then? Score them nice and crisp. You want to burnish them, I mean, using your bone folder. And then we're going to cut out now. So you're going to cut up these 4 squares up to your score line, and you're going to cut up to your score line and just cut a little wedge out. Just you're cutting out your score line, that's all. Okay, and I'm just going to wedge out on this side just a little bit, and then do the same on this side. Cut up your score line, and then wedge them out. Only needs to take out a little bit. Just cutting out your score line, that's all. And you're wedging them out. And you're only going to take out a little. You're cutting out your score line, that's all. And on this piece, you got the oblong piece. You cut that right off. You don't need that. and cut that at an angle. Okay, and cut at an angle at the top. Put them away a minute, and you'll end up with something that looks like that. Now you're going to put your box together, and for the box, putting the box together, I'm going to get my glue because it'll hold it a bit better. I'm going to just run the glue to the tab first, and then close them together. Make sure that they're nice and flush, and stick that down. Squash the glue in like so. I mean, if you haven't got a sturdy paper, before you glue it together, you could put hardboard on it, but this is quite sturdy, this paper, so I'm not going to bother. And then pop your back in first, and then I'm going to pop some glue on to these flaps. Pop them down. Make sure your box is nice and square. And then pop this one down. Yeah, I've done it right. Thought I put it to the front, and I was going to say, don't do what I done, but I didn't. Make sure it's nice and square. You're not going to see none of this because you've got your base to go on. And I'm going to put my bone folder in just to squish that glue in. Okay, put that to one side now. Oh gosh, you know. Now these are going to be too big for there. So what you want to do is guess how much you want for your curve. But I've left 1.5 inches to the top, and I've marked it 1.5 inches, and my blade didn't cut that little bit off there, look. It's not, you've left that bit on. I cut that off. So you've left 1.5, that's enough bend for me there. So I've left 1.5 inches, and I've marked every one of them 1.5, so they're all going to be the same. And you just get your bone folder and give them a gentle curve, like so. And to do that for all the 4, like so, like that. And then I'm going to bring my box back in, and I'm going to use the red line tape for this piece, for this bit now. I find this easier. Get off my finger. And I'm just going to put the red line tape right to the edge at the bottom. Okay, my little scissors, like so, and I'm going to go to the next corner. I mean, you could stick it to your pieces of paper, and you could keep going round, but just in case your paper is not quite to the edge, I'm going to just stick it to the box. and do that to the 4 sides. Like so. And last one. Like that. And I'm going to do exactly the same to the top. Right to the edge of your top. Like so. Right to the edge. I mean, you could use the wet glue, but for quickness for the camera, I'm just going to use the red line tape, and it is strong and it'll hold it anyway. Right to the edge. Okay. And then I get my pokey tool a minute, and I'm going to take the bottom off. And then where I've marked, I'm going to put the mark in at the top. Okay, and then put your bottom on flush. Make sure if you've got pattern paper, it's going to be at the top, like so. Okay, make sure that's stuck in. I'm going to go to the next one. Take my tape off. Oh, come on. And then my 1.5 inch at the top. And flush to the bottom. Make sure that's even. And stick that one on. And do exactly the same to all 4 sides. Like so. Okay. Upside down again. Okay. And then for your top, take your first one off. And make sure, oh, that's stuck to me. Stick to there. Make sure you got it to your where you want it to go. So I want it to go to the 1.5 inch. So I'm going to stick that down to the 1.5 inch. And you're going to say, oh, what the heck, you're going to leave that over. Right, don't cut it off. Leave it on. Make sure that's sealed. Leave that piece hanging. Things sound nuts, but you'll see. And then you do your next one. So go to your 1.5 inch mark. You're not going to see that. And leave that. Now you notice all these curves now are going to be exactly the same curve because you've measured them. Okay. Take this one off. Pop this one on to your 1.5 inch mark. Got that. And the last one, take that one off. And then put that in there. Put that to your 1.5 inch mark. Now you know every one of them now is the same. You've got the same bulge in it. Okay, I'll pop these out to show you. And I'm going to get some glue. And I'm going to pop some glue on these. And I'm going to fold them in inside. Okay, squish that glue in to the inside, and then you've got that paper that's inside then. Okay, and if I said, if you haven't got a thick card and you want it to be sturdier, put chipboard in it, and then when you fold these over, you cover it in your chipboard or a cereal box or anything like that, just to make it a bit sturdier. But this card is quite sturdy actually, so that's why I never bothered covering it, or I would have if it had been a thinner paper. Like that. And the last one. Okay, put your last one in, like that. And get your bone folder with your edge of your back of your bone folder. Just rub your edges and it'll flatten these out a bit. And you can't flatten them now because you've got your bulges, and it'll flatten your bulges. So you've got your vase. And bring your vase at your base in. And turn it over. Put your glue on the bottom of your base. Now your base is going to be with a little lip. So make sure you've got this now with an even lip all the way round, which I have, I think. It looks okay to me. And then I'm going to drop that in there to get a bit went in my face. Like so, there you go, we've got your vase. And then in my stash I found, I'll put my pin in there a minute, I found oasis, and I cut it to fit in the bottom of there. And I'm just going to put a little spot of hot glue on there when my glue gun's hot, just to hold it to the bottom so it don't move around, like so. And I'm just gonna pop that in because it's a little bit narrower at the top than the bottom. And I'm just gonna pop that in. And I'm going to take these flowers out, this one, and I'm going to pop them in this one, like so, and then spread them out where you want them, like that. And then I made this butterfly, like this, like a glassy one, and I put him on the wire. And I'm going to pop him in there as well. So I think they come out cute. I mean, you could put a lace or something around the top if you wish. But I'm not going to do that. But you could if you wanted to. I'm going to Got all these bits. Oh, they stick to everything, don't they? These red line tapes. I'll put them in the bin in a minute. Ooh. And there you go. So there's my vase. I hope you like that. And there it is that way. And that's how you make it. I think that came out really pretty. I mean, you can decorate the sides or the bottom if you wish, but I'm not going to do that. I think I like it is, to be honest, plain and simple. So I hope you like that, and you give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I think I got 2 more to go before I hit that 700, so it won't be long before we have the giveaway. And I got my little noses for my teddy. I bought them off online because they was cheaper, and I had 100 all different sizes. I had 100 for £5, which I thought was good, because there was, look at that little tiny thing. Oh, because you buy a pack of 10, pack of 5 I think it was, and they were £3.99 for the pack of 5. So for £5 you had 100, and they're all different sizes, so they all come in handy. And you get all the different sizes, and you get the backs as well for 100 for £5, free shipping. So I got my noses so I can go cracking on my teddy today. So that's my next venture. So there you go, that's my vase done for today. I hope you like that, and I gotta remember to put the measurements in the description box. So thank you all for watching, take care, and speak to you all soon. So bye for now.